So talk to me in your perception the importance of the term ritual, which many people don't see with that kind of respect which it deserves, I feel.
But you see, the problem is that ritual is not just done for the sake of doing it.
Correct.
It has a lot of scientific process behind that. It's just like saying you take a stone vigraha, right? And the purpose of doing many of these rituals as they chant is to continue to energize this. And what it does is it keeps on emitting the energy out. And if you listen to some of these, even some of the foreigners who enter the temple, first thing they say is, "Oh my God, it's so powerful," they say. And that is the energy one must feel. So when you are so depressed outside with whatever problems you have, the best solution is come into the temple. Just sit down. Don't have to talk to anybody. Take a deep breath and just look at whichever Lord that you believe in or your Ishtadevata is, and sit down. And you begin to breathe that special energy and release you. And many times you keep thinking there's something that's bothering me. And you'll be surprised at how often you'll get the answers back. Not because you're looking at the Vigraha, but what is in it and what it emits. So scientifically, it has a lot of purpose in it, It is not just building a temple and putting some vigrahas there. That's why in our Agama Shastra it says, these vigrahas should be stone, at least Agama Shastra say, because they are the ones who emit these. See? In some places they put metal. At least it is believed that metal does not do much, but I'm no expert on it. I'm not going to comment on that. But in most of this, in South India, if you go, almost all of them are stone vigrahas. That's it, Of course, there up north, there are many marble vigrahas also. So there are different kinds of vigrahas and different kinds of chanting they do. I'm sure that every one of them has a meaning behind it. We should never put down anything at all. This is my practice, this will be your practice, which is fine. But I think for those who criticize to say, I am only, what they will say is, I'm not ritualistic, I just want to do service. Fine, do service, that's also okay. But when you do service, you are doing service to those people in whom there is a Lord. A long time ago, I had a very good experience. There was a young fellow who was in his 20s, and his mother was very upset because he wouldn't come to the temple. He used to say, "What is this temple? You people do all kinds of things." And she once talked to me. I said, "Don't worry." I said, "Let him grow." I said, because the more you talk to him, the more repellents they become. So after 3-4 years, all of a sudden I saw him one day in the temple. And so I didn't ask him anything. I said, "Hello, how are you?" He said, "Okay." He says, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" Sure. Then he said, I know my mother must have spoken to you. I said, "No, a long time ago." She said, "But that's okay, whatever is your choice." No, he said, "I've come here to apologize," he says. He says, I used to think this coming here is just a waste of time, and they do some arati, they do this thing, but now I realized what it meant to me, And he says, when I come here and leave, I feel like a different person. And so I can go back and concentrate on what I was doing. I never appreciated that, although my mother tried to tell me in so many different ways. But then I know you advised her to leave me alone, which she did. And I used to go to some churches, but somehow something dragged me back here. Will you take me back to the temple? So I said, "Listen, ask him," I said. "The Lord is sitting there. He takes you back. Who are we to tell you no?" I said, each and every one in this world is welcome to this temple. So what I'm saying is that experience is important. Very, very important. And I tell you, you literally sometimes sit there and tears roll down in your eyes. Not because you're crying, but that energy is booming you. And it tells you how happy you are to be in a place that something very strong emotions are getting into you.